last time I saw you, I think it was the end of Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
And it was the end of that, and then we were like saying goodbye to that. It was bittersweet, and then you ended up moving to New York City.
Yeah, I mean.
Yes, so you were a New Yorker,
Best
which is
place in
fantastic.
the world, by the way.
I'm happy. Was it because of me? You wanted to be closer to me?
I didn't want to say that,
Yeah.
but just wanted to hang out,
of
and you
course.
never asked me to hang out still. But this is a good.
What are you talking about? Of course we hang out all the time.
So I wanted to move to New York. I've always loved it here. And I was supposed to be here for 3 months, and 3 years later, I've never really been back to LA. So I can say I am a New Yorker now, which is great.
What do you like about the city?
I don't know. I mean, to be able to get out of your apartment, walk around, run into people that you know.
Yeah.
I'm a huge sports fan.
Yeah.
Lakers, because I'm from LA. But going to a Knicks game is very fun.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember this, but the last time I ran into you was at the Knicks game, and we were going up in the elevator. It was just me, my friend, you, and your friend. And mind you, the elevator is like big. He walks in, and I'm in the corner, and he just like stands in front of me. And I thought that you just either didn't see me, and I was really excited. I was like, oh, hi, and then you were just here. And so I was very awkward looking at my friend, like, should I say something? I'm a little confused. I guess I'll just go with it. And then finally you turned around and you're like, Ashley, hi. I was like, thank God. I was so nervous that like you didn't know who I was.
Because it's such a big elevator. I hate when people come in and I smushed you against the wall.
Oh my God.
And I was like...
He literally was I was just like, what is happening?
I totally remember because I acted like you were just on the show maybe...
Yeah, I was there like...
That day or the night before or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, so I walked in, I saw you and I acted like I didn't know who you were. And then... then I was like... I was just like looking at the numbers, like up at the thing, like waiting for us to go to the floor, and just like leaning way back against the wall. There's no one else in the elevator. And I was waiting, like, "Hey, creepo, do you remember?" Like, and I was like, "Dude," and I was like, "You're not gonna say anything at all."
I know.
There you go.
I mean, it was very funny, but yeah, I literally was like, I don't think he remembers me, and this is very awkward.
You were just on the day before, yeah. I had to play around. Let's talk about this movie. Elizabeth Moss stars in the film. You were in the band with her. It's called Her Smell, based on kind of 90s like grunge, punk rock.
Yeah, 90s female punk bands.
Yeah.
All girls. It was
what led
amazing.
you to this role?
So, funny enough, I had met Lizzie in Cannes at my friend's birthday dinner. And I had never met her before. I knew her, I was a big fan of her work.
She's fun.
And she sat down, and my best friend Isaac was sitting next to me, and Handmaid's Tale had just came out. So he all of a sudden was like this, like covering his face. I was like, are you okay? What's going on? He's like, it's Offred. And I was like, who is Offred? Like, I don't know who that is. Offred. Finally, he's like, Handmaid's Tale. So I told Lizzie, my friend's a big fan. She then put on a napkin on her head, became Offred, and like did this whole bit for him. It was really cute.
No way.
But yeah, then she was like, I'm a big fan of PLL, and I was like, oh, you're sweet. Like, you haven't watched my work. She's like, no, like I really have. And then we went outside
Did
and
she call it PLL?
Pretty Little Liars.
I know, but she called it PLL?
She did, and I was like, actually, like, maybe she does watch the show.
Yeah, that's like a legit fan, sure.
And then, yeah, we got to talking, and she brought the movie up and thought that I would be great for it. And next thing I know, I was with Alex Ross Perry, who's here, actually, the director of the film, buying a guitar and starting guitar lessons and all that stuff. So
isn't that great? Because sometimes people come up to you and they go, oh, I got this idea for this role for you.
And it never happens.
And you never see it, and then you never see it, then they back into you in an elevator and they annoy you, yeah.
Yeah.
It never really happens, but good for her for following through. Do you want to tell everyone what's it about? It's just...
Yeah, I mean, it's literally about 2 female rock bands in the 90s and all the chaos that goes with that, all the ups and downs. Elizabeth Moss is insanely talented.
What is the name of her character again? Her name is...
Becky something.
Becky something, that's
yeah.
right, yeah. I want to show a clip. Here's Ashley Benson in Her Smell. Take a look at this.
You got any vocal warm-ups, or... I don't know what your pre-show is. You want to jam? Or just, like, make out?
This is beyond me, okay? Just find me when the nightmare's over. I'm done.
Oh, boy. She needs this.
She's going through a lot. We all are. Shit's like wobbly with us, Heartbreak.
Wiser folks have tried and failed. But hey, guys, I signed the contracts for today. So if she doesn't show, you can sue her too. And I think that'll make a baker's dozen.
Oh, hi. Sorry. Roxy. That was Dottie, and this is Cassie.
Hi, Cassie.
Hey.
Thanks for giving her this chance. I know she doesn't make it easy.
Yeah, she does not. Ashley Benson, everybody!
and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.